After Abir graduated from university, she struggled to find a job she wanted before starting over and finding a new profession.
For 7 years, I tried to get a job either in the public sector or the private sector, but there was nothing. So I took a beauty training course. Then I took another course on business and launched my own beauty salon. You have to do something that will actually get you a job instead of traditional fields.
Her hometown of Madaba, a short drive from the capital Amman, attracts tourists to see mosaics that are thousands of years old. But tourism isn't enough to provide jobs. The area has the highest unemployment rate in the country, which civil society organizations want reduced.
We design course topics based on market research in each city based on what each market needs. In Madaba, the local market needs employees who work in human resources, beauty salons and fixed mobile phones.
Jordanians expect more from their government, which is saddled with public debt of around 95% of its GDP. Government spending cuts and austerity measures were imposed last year to secure a $723 million bailout from the International Monetary Fund. The cutbacks have caused discontentment, especially among young Jordanians. Youth unemployment is 39%, and a quarter of university graduates are jobless. There are many reasons why the labor market is struggling, some of them out of the government's control. Jordan needs help to stimulate its economy and a workforce in high-paying jobs that pay their taxes. The government says it's rolling out new initiatives to create jobs, especially for the kingdom's young people, considered to be one of the most educated populations in the region. Economists say Jordan's government and society as a whole needs to stop favoring some professions. That's because the market is saturated and jobs aren't being found easily, even for highly qualified graduates.
We have a generation in waiting. Today, we have very high unemployment rate among engineers and medical doctors and pharmacists. So why are we sending, through an official policy, more students to study these subjects, knowingly in advance that they won't find jobs? So I think this is one major public policy flaw that the government has to deal with immediately.
Recent research by his firm showed that a third of Jordanian adults want to leave the country because they have no hope for their future. That total has doubled since protests in Madaba and other cities 8 years ago against the rising cost of living. Andrew Chappelle, Al Jazeera, Amman.